Okay, we're at Galbadir to make some of our new toys.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here from some other enchantments? Or even soul gems? Whatever your enchanting needs, you've come to the right place.
Now, in the base game, and even in most of the modded game, you cannot have a soul trap bow. But I have a mod that can transfer enchantments from one thing to another. So I am going to make...
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here from some other enchantments? Or even soul gems?
Soul trap
Whatever your enchanting needs, you've come to the right place.
Now we've tried, my husband and I have both tried enchanting different things. Sometimes the enchantment simply will not take, even on like a regular dagger. So we've discovered that enchanting mining picks will always work, which is rather strange, but okay. Soul trap, target. We don't need soul trap for that long. I'm gonna go 5 seconds. So soul trap for 5 seconds on this miner's pick. Pretty cheap. Now I can transfer that to my Daedric bow by using this mod. Pick donor, miner's pick that has, and then pick target, the Daedric longbow. New name will be, let's see, Dread. So my new Daedric longbow will be named Dread, and it will have a 5-second soul tap on it. Okay. And there you have it. Dread, soul trap, 1 point for 5 seconds. So, now I have a soul trap bow. I'm going to begin collecting blank soul gems to refill things. Okay. So, what else do I have that I can enchant? Okay, I have some extravagant pants. So I've got all of the survival basic... Oh, I've got an extravagant ring. And extravagant shoes. Okay. So I've got water breathing. Resist common disease. So I'm going to try to even this out. Resist Magicka. I'm going to see if I can get resist Magicka 40% and resist common disease 11% on one of these.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here from some other enchantments? Or even soul gems? Whatever your enchanting needs, you've come to the right place.
First I'm going to do a summon. So, extravagant ring is pretty good. I don't really need major summons at this age. I'm still pretty little. But I'm going to see if I can do any better than a scamp. Well, let me first see how much points a scamp will. No, let me go see if I can buy some better enchants here. So I came into a windfall of cash. I sold the...
You're not what I expected. You've earned my trust. What? Are you deaf? No interruptions. I can't think.
Okay. I sold the...
All right, I'm intrigued. Go ahead.
Buggy ring.
It's no trouble at all. I'm always happy to help.
Clan fears are pretty good.
creature visits again, I think... Good to see you. Do you need my services?
Eventually, I'm going to want to get... Reflect is pretty expensive, but I'm going to buy it now because it's a good thing to put on gear. Eventually, I'm going to try to find, summon...
This is unexpected,
Atronach,
but
summon...
not unwelcome. Please, go ahead.
Golden Saint. But that will be for the higher end gear with more points.
3 blessings. Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here from some other enchantments? Or even soul gems?
So
whatever your enchanting needs, you've come to the right place.
It's got 180 enchantment points. Summon Clan Fear and make it constant. Okay, good. So I can, so Clan Ring. 90 points of enchantment, which is half of what this can hold. And that's pretty good. I'll have a permanent scamp. And as you can see, even that is 8,000 gold, which is half of what I have. So that means I should be able to put it on. And I will have a permanent Clan Fear follow me around. Okay. Let me see if I can resist. And the beauty of this is, since as there's collision on everything and I can't get by them, I can just take it off. So I usually don't keep that ring up. I use it only
Hail,
during...
friend. Are you here for scrolls, Outlander? Or are you here from some other enchantments? Or even soul gems? Whatever your enchanting needs, you've come to the right place.
Okay. So let's see how much reflect I can get on something. So about 25 points. Not bad. That means when things hit me, they will take damage. Okay. Now once I start getting exquisite gear, I will enchant more. Okay, that was fast, and we are broke again. Let's go make some money. With Reflect, some small things will try to bite me, and they might just keel over dead. Okay. I'm gonna head to Old Ebonheart and grab the stuff they need for the Mages Guild and pick up some other quests. Edit that out, there was a flash. This boat is going to be hungry and will be fed lots of souls. I don't have lots of souls just yet, and a lot of my money will be spent on buying blank gems, empty gems, but that's okay.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Hail Dunmer, you haven't seen a horse around, have you? My beloved Roz has been missing for 3 days now. I came to Old Ebonheart following rumors that a grand tourney was to be held here. I arrived on Mortis Eve, tired from my journey, only to find that the city didn't even have a proper stables. What they call a tournament here is nothing more than a glorified arena fight. On foot, no less. This was no place for a knight such as myself, and for my horse Roz, even less so, the poor beast. With no stables, I was forced to leave her amongst those wretched guar, disgusting animals. Unesa Sadrethi, the local guar herder, assured me that she would be well looked after. I should have never trusted that worthless elf. When I returned the next morning, I found the guar pens empty and Roz missing. Please, stranger, will you help me find Roz? I will find your horse. Thank you, Nandine. Talk to people. Maybe someone has seen Roz. You should also question Unesa Sadrethi. Roz, oh, you can't miss her. She's a beautiful chestnut mare, a mix of Nibinian courser and a Volusian wild horse with crystal blue eyes, and she just loves carrots and yams. That fetcher Unesa Sadrethi was supposed to take care of her, and now she's missing. Let's see, there's an herbalist here. He's always interested in herbs.
Do you have something to say, Dumner?
On the shelf, there's the hamam root that I need, so maybe I can buy some here. Greetings, Jadu. You're just in time. Could you do me a small favor, please? My package from Hammerfell should have arrived by now. I've ordered a few items from the good old homeland at Hamal's shop. Some seeds, a few trinkets, and such. The package should have arrived today, but unfortunately I'm just too busy tending to the shop to go to pick it up. I would really appreciate it if you could visit the shop and bring it to me. Sure, I can do that. I ask about Almalexia. It's the capital of Morrowind. Amethyst is a purple gemstone with modest magical qualities. Ebon Tower. You can see the Ebon Tower from anywhere in the city, and hear its bells from even further. Latest rumors. A group of dark elven slave hunters was barred from entering the city recently. The town's guard stopped them at the main gate after seeing they were all armed to the teeth and realizing their intentions.
That's one ugly outfit.
Supposedly, the group was after an escaped slave who had managed to escape to the safety of our city. Planning on exploring the rest of the province? Tell you what, you walk through the city gates with your head held high and let no one call you an outlander or a foreign mongrel. You have the privilege of being a citizen of the greatest empire that ever existed on Tamriel, and you should have the right to go wherever you want and say whatever you want. If the natives fail to recognize it, it's their own damned shame. The great houses tend to favor certain races as mercenaries. House Lalu employs the brute muscle of Nords and Orcs. The Redoran admire the skill and discipline of the Red Guard. Even the reclusive Telvanni have many Altmer and Bosmer in their pay.
That's one ugly outfit.
Our city is an important trade hub and a haven for imperial citizens and settlers. Here tradesmen band together in local guild halls and abolitionists speak openly in the streets, free from persecution. Sure, we have our share of paupers and miscreants down by the docks, but altogether our city is safe and prosperous. Just compare that to the native Dark Elves. Their bickering clans know nothing of peace. Ornata eggs. Here in Old Ebonheart? I doubt you'll have much luck finding these in the city. Perhaps try asking in the Dondrel village, or Vul, maybe? Red Guard are warriors by nature, quick of foot and hardy of constitution. We're good with all weapons and armors. Look for us in the thick of battle. Tribunal are the gods of the native Dark Elves worship, aren't they? I know 2 of them are named after cities in which they live. Vivek lives in Vivek, and Almalexia lives in Almalexia. Vul is a Dark Elf village south of here. Not much of interest going on there, from what I know. Have you seen a horse? Funny you should mention that. An Ashlander came into my shop the other day asking if I had any fish scales or quama cuttle to trade. He said he wanted them for a potion to help move a large animal across the Thur River, but then looked at me funny when I told him Guars could swim well enough on their own. There are no horses in Morrowind, and the native Dark Elves haven't shown much interest or ability in the art of horsemanship. Instead, they choose to ride on the backs of giant insects or in carriages drawn by raw-looking reptiles.
I should probably wash up before heading home.
Okay.
I should probably wash up before heading home.
No Hanam root. Oh, Hammam root. Okay. I think I'll go down to the docks to have lunch. Right here is a home you can own, the Ebonheart cottage. I might buy it later, but I don't have the money right now. It's 1,000 drakes. I spent all my money on being enchanted. Welcome to the Imperial City of Old Ebonheart. Citizen, if you need to declare goods, I suggest you report immediately to the customs office on the south side of town. If you plan on entering the city, you should know that there's a very strict list of regulated items that must be registered and taxed by the Census and Excise Office before entering the city. Ebony and Dwemer items are protected property of the Emperor, and trade in such goods is controlled under Imperial law. Skooma and moon sugar are illegal to distribute under all circumstances. If you have either category of item, please proceed into the harbor offices on the right and speak with the clerk there. The main locations for the Imperial cult in Old Ebonheart is obviously the Grand Chapel of Talos in the western side of the plaza, with shrines for each of the divines as well as relics from various saints. His Eminence Strixus Servilius, the primate of Morrowind, can be found there. The cult also runs the Hostel of Stendarr's Mercy on the Craftsman Street. At the Ebon Tower, they have their own shrine for the Legion. There's been reports of a new cult called the Sixth House springing up in Vardenfell. They've been linked to the murders of dozens of innocent people they deem to be outlanders. If you're heading into the backcountry, always carry a couple of Restore Health, Restore Fatigue, and Cure Disease potions with you. Talk to everyone. Talk is cheap, ask questions. You don't ask, you never learn. Worn-out weapons and armor work poorly. Repair them yourself if you have some skill, or take them to a smith for repair. Have you seen a horse? This side of the Velafis? Don't think so. Every time so far, either the ash storms did them in, or the locals made a meal out of them despite the outlanders. Old Ebonheart may look like Cyrodiil, but you're still surrounded by Morrowind here. Uriel's Septum. The Emperor has yet to grace our fair city with his presence. Every now and then we've had an official messenger from Cyrodiil reading his imperial greetings and decrees out in the plaza for all the people to hear, but even these have become rare lately. I'm not complaining, of course. His Highness is undoubtedly very busy. Okay, you can see that there's enchanted stuff on the docks, but I'm really not going to be stealing stuff in broad daylight.
Excuse me, did you say something?
Okay, let's head into the outfitters.
Don't press your luck.
Our doors are always open.
Summoned by another. Questions again.
Looks like I need to go down. Okay.
I don't have time for you.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Wool. It's an Indoril town to the south-southeast known for its brewing tradition. They don't like outlanders like you and me. Yes, even me. Anyone coming from Old Ebonheart is an outlander in their book. Okay. She's Thieves Guild. Oh, they're all Thieves Guild. No. Okay, so no service here. Oh, locked door. Alright, not a good place for me. Let's go. Not good.
Whatever you want. Tell your friends about this place.
Don't.
Head on.
Okay, there are Ornanda eggs over here. I really hate that bagpiper. I think he's supposed to be annoying, and it works. I think you're supposed to be able to kill him. I don't really know much. Okay, Rora's house. I believe this is an inn, and I usually steal my Ornanda eggs. Here.
You want something?
Yes, let me take your eggs. All the eggs. I don't think I have an amethyst. No, I'm either gonna have to try to buy one. You've often looted one before now.
Tacos free. What do you want?
I'm not going to be able to turn that in for a little bit. Have the other items. It's really annoying. I'm going to pick up the East Empire Company quest line, but the starting quest is frustrating. You can't actually finish it until you are higher level. So I'll start it up. Oh.
The pleasure is all mine, Outlander. Care to barter with me?
My name is Hamal of Sentinel, a merchant from the faraway province of Hammerfell. Have you come to see the fabled Shield of Madhusad's Gaze? I have other goods to sell as well. The shield is truly worthy of all the admiration. I acquired it from an old dune-dweller nomad of the Alakir Desert in Hammerfell. The shield is a beautiful thing to look at, but holds a dark secret. The soul of a Madhusa, a vile serpentine sorceress, whose mere visage can turn men into stone. It's bound within it. There's no telling what strange properties the soul of a Madhusa may have, but I would avoid looking directly at the shield for too long. Package from Hammerfell. Kassad sent you. I'm afraid he's going to have to wait just a bit longer. I don't know what the holdup is, but the ship that was supposed to deliver Kassad's order is running late this month. It's a bit concerning, to be honest. I've been working with Kamsaran for years now, and usually he's punctual as a sundial. Kamsaran is the name of the captain of a small trading vessel who's supposed to deliver Kassad's order and some other items for me. He's been hauling cargo between Blacklight, Old Ebonheart, and Firewatch for ages, and he knows the route like the back of his hand. The delay is unlike him. I'm afraid something bad has happened. But maybe I'm just being paranoid, and he's just stuck at the docks dealing with the damned census and excise bureaucracy. Yes, that must be it. Ooh, look at that stone texture, isn't it pretty? Okay, I believe here? Yes, East Empire Company. I can join, but quests are going to be a little obscure to me for a little bit. Oh, I got some equipping issues. Okay.
What does the Dunmar need?
You've got the better of me, so go ahead.
This
All right,
place is
I'm
pretty
listening.
Byzantine. Are you looking for me? Do you wish to join the East Empire Company? Your interest is commendable, and new employees are always welcome at the East Empire Company. As with all business, make sure you understand the requirements before agreeing to anything. So are you willing? Then you are now an employee of the East Empire Company. Welcome. Welcome, underling Nandine. See me if you ever want an assignment or a promotion. I don't have anything for you, but Quill Marrow downstairs might. He's the Altmer. Okay. This whole thing is a bit of a jog.
Greetings.
Okay.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Seen any elves?
You look like you could pass for an adventurer. I've got a business proposition you may be interested in. The East Empire Company has recently acquired a deed to an abandoned iron mine. For only 600 septums, you can be a majority shareholder. Don't wait. This opportunity could be snatched up by someone else. Will this make a profit? Will a lot of hard work? And I do mean a lot, yes. I can tell you're not from around these parts. This could be passed down your family line for generations and establish you here in Morrowind. What do you say? Will you accept the offer? I would, but I can't. I'll have to come back later. I am poor. Very poor. Lots of poor. Not all the poor, but pretty poor.
All right, then. I'm listening.
Do you want an assignment? As it happens, I just gave Kano an assignment. See if you finish the Bricker report. Okay. I don't like this quest. I'm gonna try it again, but basically you run around this confusing place.
Every day is
after
St.
paper,
Plenty's Day in the
and then once you get to like the 24th
Tell
step,
me what you want.
How can I help you?
you have to stop. Can you spare a second? I've got a bit of trouble with the Redoran and an ebony mine. We, the East Empire Company, made a deal with the Redoran a few months ago. Some currency changed hands, and they received the rights to an old ebony mine. The only problem is that that mine was empty, full of rock, but empty of all ebony. They digged and digged. I'm going to say they dug and dug, but found nothing. Now they want all 300,000 septums back, and they've sent Landressa to collect it. Check with Meta Blackbriar upstairs. She usually manages mine affairs. She might know something I don't. I'm glad I didn't invest. And of course she's a Blackbriar. Technically, we didn't sell them an ebony mine because it doesn't have any ebony in it. Carnius Magius.
He's a fine example of what power does to a man. You didn't hear this from me, but I'd bet money that he's crooked.
The East Empire Company champions imperial commerce in the eastern provinces. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and we'll all come out ahead. What's good for the company is good for the Empire.
It would be an honor to train you today, Outlander.
Thanks,
I wonder if she
Xanathar,
heard me
someone's
say
here.
that.
Look, I'm Kano. I have the run of things here. How would you like an assignment? I need a hand on the Bricker report. The Bricker Private Bank loaned us money for a project, and now they want an update on its progress. I've delegated that to the clerks, Krendal Bertha, Maromaro, and Lorendal. Ask them each for their ends of the Bricker report. See what's holding them up. Talk to me when you have all three. Bartha and Marrow are here at their desks. I don't know where Lorendal is. Okay.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You're standing before the agency chief importer. If you have no business with me, take it to Kano. And I'm an exporter. I'm an importer-exporter. I'm thinking of quitting the exporting and just focusing on the importing. This is causing a real problem for me. Why not do both? It's very complicated. I'm not sure you would understand. I'll ask him about the Bricker report. Aha! Yes, I've been working very hard on this, just as Kano requested, and let me tell you, I'm just about done with it, but there's just one wrinkle, you see. I seem to have misplaced my pen. Now look, there's only one little sentence left on the page, and I can't write it, not until I have my pen. But rest assured that from this moment forward, all of my mental energies will be devoted entirely to finding it. You can tell Kano I said that. I know him, and believe me, he'll like that I said that. Here's a pen. Ha! Thank you. I will finish this immediately. Just one short, tiny, small little paragraph to go in this tiny report. Watch Crandall Barth write 3 paragraphs. At long last, as requested, here's the end of the Bricker report. Take this to Kano with my most heartfelt blessings. Oh, you didn't want the pen back, did you? Oh, wow. I needed to have a pen in my inventory. Okay. The guides say he won't actually give it to you until later. Interesting.
All right,
How
then.
can I help
I
you?
suppose we can talk. What do you want?
Ever consider joining the Legion?
You've got the better of me.
You look like you could
So go
pass
ahead.
for an adventurer. Okay, I'm not going to do the business proposition. I'm just going to ask about the ebony mine. Oh, that mine! I could have told you they didn't have any ebony left in it. Why did you think it was for sale? To let some Vardenfeld Dunmer pretend to be prospectors and waste their time digging while we do actual important work? But I understand the predicament we're in. I've got a friend named Grarunda at the old Ebonheart Imperial Archaeology Society. Okay. But I understand the predicament we're in. I've got a friend named Gudrunda. at the old Ebonheart Imperial Archaeological Society that may have something they can detect. I've got a friend named Gudrunda at the old Ebonheart Imperial Archaeological Society that may have something that can detect ore. If there's a single piece of ebony in that mine, our deal will have to be valid.
All right, then. I'm listening.
Rurika report. Okay, waiting for Kano to finish it.
What do you want?
What's your story?
This bit is unfortunately
Well
just
met.
less than
Greetings.
fun. Rurika report. It sounds like something Laurendale gave me the other day. She wanted me to look it over, but I haven't found a good moment yet. If you need it back, it should be around here somewhere. Okay. Under this book. Okay, so I think I have to come over here, close the door, and pull it out. Oh, see, and this book is marked theft. Yeah. This report, written by the East Empire Company for the Brurica Private Bank, indicates that this financial period has led to strong yields on investments in commodities such as soul gems, lotham, and pottery. So, I mean, I should have known better to join a place called the East Empire Company. It's like paperwork. This is not magical or fun. Okay.
Yo.
So unfortunately, this is, you know, this fetch and carry, go get the amethyst and the eggs and
Yes, Outlander.
is
Happy to
not a
help.
great
What's your
herald
problem?
for this work. Who am I supposed to talk to? Okay.
Yes? I don't believe I've seen anyone with such a grand outfit in some time. Can I help you?
The Brurica report. Sorry, friend, but there's an older Brurica report from last year I need to look at before I finish up this one. Asked Meta Blackbriar if she got it from the vaults like I asked. Her office is upstairs behind Lucera. Maybe he's the one that won't give it to me. So I'm supposed to go back up. So I can perhaps be forgiven for not really,
Here to see the castle?
studying this expansion quite so much.
I take it you want something. Well,
Eureka report.
what is it?
Right. Today's his... Right. Marrow asked for this. Today's his lucky day. Right?
Is there something you need?
What's good for the Empire is good for business, citizen.
Barika report. Thank you. For my end of the report, I have to write a summary of the previous year's reports, and this one was hard to find indeed. Excuse me for one moment. Wait for Marrow to finish one last paragraph in his report as he cross-references the old report. Okay.
Your skills are rusty. Perhaps I can help.
Any update on the Barika report? Thank you and well done. I'm going to gather these into a single report now, and I'll need you to bring it to my supervisor. Just a second. Wait for Cano to finish the report. It is interesting that these are like the same mechanics of fetch and carry, but when it's not about murder or soul gems and it's
What's
about
good for the Empire is good for business, citizen.
It's
here to see the castle.
Psychologically satisfying. Okay. And yeah, I get lost really easily.
Do you want something?
Who am I supposed to give it to? Thought it was him.
Here to see the castle?
I'm not busy now.
Time to talk? I have a few minutes.
So what's this about?
What?
Yes?
Barika report. Cano didn't like it? Let me have another look. Watch Marrow rewrite the entire document on a new sheet of paper. Okay. No. Any update on the Barika report? Marrow's new Barika report has been removed from your inventory. Wait for Cano to finish the report. Here we are. I'll need you to hand this to my boss, Quill Marrow. Okay, I've gotten further than I've gone before.
What was I going to do today?
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
The 9
See,
and
this
the
is
Empire,
why I don't
citizen.
do this like after I finish the main quest, because I would just tell these guys to fuck off. I'm not running up those stairs.
Hello. I hope you won't take too much of my time.
Is Cano done with it? Let me have a look. Cano's Barika report has been removed from your inventory. Wait for Quill Marrow to sign off on the report. This checks out. It is correct. I'm confident it will persuade. However, this missive will not carry the proper authority until it bears the signature of our Factor-in-Chief, which I must now request you to acquire. Asia Nemesia's office is located upstairs in the central tower behind Tenuric Monteti's desk. Okay, that's locked. Okay, so...
The 9 and the Empire.
Yeah, see, these buildings are...
What do you want?
I would like to be enthusiastic.
Speak up.
Well met. Greetings.
Barika report. So it's done. Let me take a look. Let Zenuri have a look at the report. This is great. Fedra's going to love it. Such splendidly drawn shapes, and the colors are simply out of this world. Well, Fedra Barika manages the bank's local branch. We ran in the same circles back in the city. You'll find her just 2 doors left of us in the town square. Head over there and take this with you. It's got the signature it needs.
What can it do for you?
It would be a pleasure to do business with you.
Where am I going? 2 doors? Which doors? Which way?
Care to trade?
Me. Alright. East Empire Company. Barika Private Bank is up here. Okay.
Care to trade?
Okay.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
What's this about?
Welcome to the Barica Private Bank. Do you want to deposit funds into your account? You can also withdraw funds that you've deposited at other branches. Would you like to take out a loan or repay a loan? I would like to give you this horrible piece of paper. Barica Private Bank is a major financial institution owned by my family. We hail from the city of Quentiturai in the Imperial Heartlands. As one of the monopolistic banks of the Empire, we are involved in both trade as prominent members of the East Empire Company and interprovincial finance. Some of my relatives have even been prelates to the cult of Zenithar, and we've held a seat on the Elder Council for centuries. Yes, I've been expecting this report for quite some time. Let Phaedra look over the Bricka report. Interesting. I'll get back to you with a number. I'll get back to you all with a number in due time. What, did you expect an answer right now? Take this and leave me. 5 gold. Yeah. Okay. So, as you can see, that is a less than satisfying quest that goes nowhere.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
We do hope it gets better. Okay, quest marker up here. It's probably for something I could steal. Diamond. Mage's Guild restocking. Okay, let's see if the basement is available. Is the basement available?
9 good days to you,
Sarah. Basement is
Sarah.
locked.
For King and Emperor.
Stairs. Okay. Basement.
I'm listening.
Locked door. Listening lady. No stealth. Hey, you come over here and talk to me? That'd be cool. No, you're gonna stare at that door, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not. This is... Okay. 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 Sorry, Kitty. I'll be back. Okay. Okay, this is all... Wow. There might be a lot of loot here. I'll turn my quick loot back on. This is the basement of avaricious dreams. Flame. There's somebody down here, is there? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna take all your stuff. To make up a song. Oh, there's a key. In the woods. The original is called Agony, but I can call this Alchemy. And when you know she would go with you, if there only were doors. Okay, I see you back there. See, it's... This is why quick loot has to be disabled on the fly. Alchemy, we make potions and stuff. See, it's not really compelling. Iron key. Gosh, I wonder what that's to. And alchemy doesn't rhyme with amethyst. It's just a mess. Shred cabbage. Okay, I'm gonna save before I go down there and get immediately murderized. Basements can be good, basements can be bad. But if I can steal 3 things I need, that'd be awesome. Oh, sewers. That may not be awesome. Ugh. Oh, wow, okay. This is all over the place. Lich Gate. Sounds like necromancy controversy. Alright. Okay. I have a torch. Oh my god. There's no way through. Oh, hidden door. Honks us immediately in the face. Let's see if I get a rat soul. I have rat soul. Ooh, cool looking rat. Alright. Hi. I wasn't... What? Oh my god. Hi. Hello, sir. Oh, yikes. Ew, it's nasty. I just really want that amethyst. Okay. It's gonna get dark. Suspicious water. Yikes. I'm feeling dirty and need to bathe. Alright. go back in the water and take a bath. Sewer water. But there's soap. So that makes it okay. Maybe I'll be charming enough to talk my way out of all of the guards looking for me. What the... You know, starting to think this trip maybe wasn't the best direction to take. Although I did get a bunch of stuff. No. Ebon Tower sewers. You know, I start to think that I took the long, stinky way around. And I'm gonna end up not having an amethyst at all. Fine. I'm taking your mushrooms. What you get when you don't know a city. You get the sewers. You know, they didn't have horror movies back in this day, but I get the feeling this is the beginning of a horror movie. Hi. Why am I... Okay. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm lost. Lost. I find that hard to believe. Trespassing in the sewers under the Ebon Tower without a permission is a serious crime. I should arrest you. Please don't. Fine. I'm letting you off the hook this time. Now leave. I don't want you to see you here again. Okay. I'm leaving. This way. Right, pick another door. Nope. You're not right behind me, are you? No. Okay. How not learny of me. Look, I want an amethyst. I'm not saying I'm not leaving until I get one, because clearly I'm gonna leave as soon as I can. But treasure chamber. Oh, this could be bad. We're saving. I mean, it could be great, but it could also be really bad. Palace treasure chamber. Oh, holy crap, there. Oh! Dead burglar. Yeah. Alright. We're not getting an amethyst. Bummer. Oh no! No, 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 no! No, no, no! 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 Oh! Load the save before that. I don't need to be electrocuted on an endless loop. I hear that's not fun at all. Alright. Well, that was a misadventure. And I believe if I am to come here again, I'm going to need a boatload of shock resistance. My brain is still working on the lyrics to Alchemy. Alchemy, all the potions you make. When you know you go out and you fight things, and your body will break. That works. Okay. I think we're leaving. What do you say? I'm gonna go take a nap. Somewhere safe. Thus ended the crime spree. Gross. So, that's old Ebonheart. Let's hope it gets better. So we did complete quest, just not the one we went in for. Alright, I know I can get this lady's missing glove. I've done it before. So we're gonna go up to... The map works when I zoom in, but it doesn't work. The continent is alas missing. But it we're gonna do our best. All right, this is Loken. Theoretically to the east of Solstheim, although it has sunk beneath the sea. That's why it's so cold. Alright, I'm gonna get this. I also don't know this zone very well, so... But...
some people are born dumb. Like me.
But the grass here used to have all the collision in the world, and now I fixed it. So I can come here and be proud. I found your glove, and I'm not stuck in the grass.
Head on.
Baby steps. Over grass.
I take it you want something.
Oh, you found my glove. Thank you ever so much. Now, I
what
did promise you a reward, didn't I? Here, take these potions of levitation. I have no use for them. I'm suffering from high anxiety.
Isn't he the one in charge at Fort Frostmoth?
Captain Carius.
He's with the Imperial Legion, like the rest of them.
Carnius Magius.
Sorry, never heard of him.
Fort Frostmoth.
It's the Imperial Fort on the southern shore. Pretty hard to
miss.
This
particular Nord voice is very soft. Ragnar Firehair. He's our chieftain. Alright, I'm gonna look up and hope that the snow is actually coming from the sky. It is. Oh, yay, it's working. You know, it doesn't snow often in Vardenfell. It's hard to check the snow shader, but I got it going. Go me. I'm gonna enjoy the snow and the glove. And the fact that I'm not in the sewers anymore.
Seen any elves?
I don't know why that's funny. We're supposed to see Ragnar Firehair. And it's true, I have yet to find him. I found the other quest. She doesn't actually get
What's your story?
Okay. We're actually going to do it this time. Topics. Firehair. Ragnar Firehair is right at the top. Ragnar Fire... Oh, that's all I get. Fine. He is their chieftain. You would assume he's up at the castle. But I zone into the castle and I get lost. Surprising, right?
May the wind
For those
be
who
on
do
your
not
back.
know, I have aphantasia, which means I cannot visualize, so I can't call up a map in my head. I mostly think in words and music and feelings, places. Kind of hard.
May the wind be on your back.
Yord. Good day to you. You don't happen to have seen my wife Isabella, do you? I'm really worried about her. My wife Isabella has been acting strange lately. Some days she's singing all the time, other days she's angry and just snorts at me when I try to talk to her. I've been worrying a lot. Maybe it's some kind of depression or whatever they call it. I'm not so familiar with that kind of language. Anyway, yesterday she simply disappeared, and I haven't seen her since. Both me and our children are worried. Isabella is a beautiful green-eyed lady with a blonde braid. If you see her, please tell her she must hurry back home. If not for my sake, then at least for the sake of our children. Jor, our son, is too small to understand, but Mariana, our daughter, has been crying all day long, and now she wants me to go and look for her mother. But Isabella seems to have disappeared completely. Please, if you see her, you must let me know.
Some people are born dumb. Like me, for instance. What's your story?
May the wind be on your back.
It's at your back. I feel like they're cursing me. Hello there. Your face doesn't look familiar to me. Welcome to Loken. Don't expect to find much here, though. This is a poor village. We can hardly offer you any amusement. You can check the brewery, of course, but since our chieftain Ragnar Firehair has decided that most of the mead is for his paying guests, you'll probably leave the place as thirsty as you arrived.
It's honey wine. Pretty strong stuff.
Isabella. Bornjorn, now I don't want to gossip, but since that mead trader Heineken started to show up in Loken, Isabella really hasn't been herself. I think he's here right now, by the way. He probably has a room at the main hall. Shock. Shock and awe.
What's your story?
You know decency, leave us alone. You are Isabella, Njorn's wife, aren't you? That's none of your business. What do you want? Get out of here. Can't you see we're busy? Okay. Wait a minute. Who sent you? Tell me why you're here. Why are you looking for me? Did my husband Njorn send you? Yes, he's worrying about you. I sincerely doubt that. For years, he hasn't cared about me at all. Never a hug or a kiss, never a tender smile, nothing. You know, I don't think he has any feeling left for me anymore. So why should I deny myself the love of another man, if only for a few hours now and then? Because tell your man to his face and then go have fun. Nobody made you get married. Nobody can make you get not married. Good Lord. Are you really that sure that Heineken honestly loves you? Get lost. Why are we talking about love? This is clearly lust. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this quest. I've done it once before and it's all icky. I don't want to tell on anybody. I don't want to pretend this is a...
Today is your lucky day, so let's hear it.
You don't happen to have seen my wife Isabella, have you? Alright. I don't really care. Yeah, she's upstairs cheating on you. Oh no, I don't believe you. Not my Isabella. You're just playing a trick on me. I don't believe you. Isabella is a wonderful, faithful, loyal woman, and I love her so much. She would never ever do such a thing. No, something terrible must have happened to her. Instead of helping me, you're trying to slander the most honorable and loyal woman there ever was. Shame on you. Oh, my poor wife. I'm worrying myself sick. Okay, they're both idiots, and I don't care. So, I'm not playing matchmaker. I'm not getting them back together. I'm not justifying adultery or neglect. I'm not doing it. I'm out. I am out. Oh, I have to go talk to her again. Good Lord. I don't like these people. Look, if you don't want to be monogamous, don't be monogamous. But at least do the courtesy of having a conversation with the person that you pledged your fidelity to. I don't care about the fidelity pledge. You don't have to take it. Nobody made you. Ugh.
What's this all
It's not
about?
about virtue. It's about basic common courtesy. I love you forever. Here, let me betray you horribly. Fine, you're unhappy. Tell him. Then go get a man. I know it's my husband who has sent you. You know what? I just happened to choose the wrong door. I should have guessed. He doesn't care enough to worry about me. I'm just a slave, someone who cooks for him and takes care of the kids, and gives him syphilis. Your kids are very worried and your daughter's been crying the whole day. Mariana's been crying? Oh, perhaps I should... But no, she's got a father. Tell her father to go home and take care of his kids. There aren't many enjoyable moments in my life, and I'd better make the most of what there is for me to enjoy. I'll go home later when Heineken is left. Until then, I'll remain where I am. My husband hasn't cared for me for years. Why should I deny myself to feel loved if only for a couple of hours? You shouldn't. You should just tell your husband and not try to play both worlds while your children are crying. They're probably better off without you. Are you really that sure that Aunt Heineken... I don't like either of these answers, so I do believe your husband cares for you. No, he's drinking in a mead hall and not home with his kids. And then, are you really sure that Heineken honestly loves you? I would never ask that. This is clearly about lust. Okay. I hope she tells me to leave again, and I will. Get lost. I'm getting lost. I'm hiding the quest. I hate this. Y'all can rot in your syphilis. Hide. Okay. I feel so much better now. You know what? I still can't find the chieftain.
I take it you want something. Well, what is it?
Okay. I need to find Ragnar Firehair. So,
May
the
the wind
last
be
several
on your
times
back.
I have done this, I have gone up to the castle and gotten permanently lost. And,
What's your story?
then I leave. I did fix their marriage last time, but it's a dumb quest. I'm not doing that.
Well, at least being cold, wet, and miserable all the time gives us plenty to complain about.
Okay, I'm going to ask about a specific place.
This island is littered with ice caves, barrows, and standing stones. There are no roads, though, so you'll have to walk through the wilderness to get anywhere. Try Fort Frostmoth, the Skull Village, or Thirsk. That's always a good place to start.
If you say he's our chieftain... Yeah, he's our chieftain. Okay. So, let's see if there's any place here where we can grab meat for Sonia. In the throne room, with the candlestick and the crab meat. Alright. Crab meat I could probably do. Do I want to do it? I don't know. Yeah. I'm ambivalent about crab meat. Oh, and is it up or down? It's neither! Okay. Maybe someone will arrest me in the storage room and take me to the meeting. Oh my god. All you store is storage. This is fun, isn't it? Throne room?
Get out of here before you get hurt.
Nice.
Get out of here before you get hurt. Get out of here before you get hurt.
I'm supposed to talk to you. And who may ask are you? I hardly believe that you've been invited by me. I, Ragnar Firehair, am the chieftain of Lochen, and strangers are only accepted after my invitation. My forests are excellent for hunting, with the largest snow bears in the whole island. I do accept visitors who are ready to pay a fee for the opportunity to kill an animal. Actually, there are numerous rich Imperials who are ready to pay for such an opportunity, but I don't accept people who run around in my forest without permission. However, I could make one exception. There's a big white wolf lurking in my forests. I've been after him for quite a while, but never managed to hunt him down. I want that animal dead. Anyone who can track him down and kill him will have my gratitude. It's an evil beast with odd blue eyes. Should you find him and kill him, bring me his head, and you will be rewarded. You know what? I want to know where you sleep, so I can make friends with that wolf.
Cool.
Hey, listen to me. I saw you talking to Ragnar Firehair, and I believe you mentioned a big white wolf. He wants you to kill that wolf, doesn't he? He asks everyone to do so. Look, you really shouldn't do it. There are rumors that that big white wolf... I can't talk about it, not in this room, but go to the brewery. My Auntie Gwen will tell you the whole story. Just tell her I've sent you. And be careful. Things aren't as they may seem. Well, I was just going to make friends with the wolf and find his bedroom and put it... Okay. Let's see if we can get crab meat for a decent person.
Get out of here before you get hurt.
I don't like it here. Wow, it's going to be a little warm in here, isn't it?
What's your story?
You haven't seen my daughter, have you? My daughter, Annalise, always runs around in the forest, and it makes me so worried. Ever since she was a child, she'd been almost obsessed with those wolves, and now she can hardly talk about anything except for that big white wolf. Today she should have been in the kitchen baking cookies, but instead she went away. That silly girl. If you should see her, please tell her she really should be here, doing her job, not running around in the forest looking for wolves. You shouldn't kill the big white wolf. I don't think he's evil. For almost a year, the big white wolf has been watching over our village, but now it seems to have disappeared. I hope it isn't dead. Gwen at the brewery likes to talk about the big white wolf. If you want to know more, go and talk to her. I just want him to eat your... Okay. 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 I give up on the pathing here. Clothier Brewery. Alright.
May the wind be on your back.
Ignore her, kitty. It's a curse. Welcome. This is indeed a lucky day, as we actually have got some meat for you. Normally, we have to deliver most of it to Ragnar's guests, but there haven't been so many of them lately. Did you know that only visitors are allowed to buy as much mead as they wish? The local people have to pay 4 times as much for their mead, and the amount is severely restricted. So if I ask about the big white wolf, Calorine told you to come here? Oh, well, I assumed that I'd better tell you what I know then. Now, this big white wolf first showed up in the mountains a year ago, shortly after the death of our beloved chieftain Wulfgar the White. Oh, okay. Well, you know, spoiler alert. I don't want to spoil the story for you guys, but the wolf is Wulfgar the... I mean, seriously, big white wolf, Wulfgar the White. Well, the people of Lochen fear the other wolves, which frequently attack the villagers. The big white wolf doesn't seem to be hostile at all. On the contrary, people who have met him claim he's almost friendly. The villagers think he's sent by the gods to protect us against our evil new chieftain, Ragnar Firehair. Have you ever before heard of a white wolf with blue eyes? I haven't, for sure. So, I believe that they are right. Furthermore, Ragnar Firehair, who's also a cruel hunter who loves to face danger and enjoys torturing his victims, seems to be almost afraid of the big white wolf. That's why he gladly encourages others to hunt the creature down. For almost a year, the big white wolf has been watching over our village, but now it seems to have disappeared. 2 of Ragnar's men were hunting for it a while back. They returned to the village and claimed that they'd hit the animal with their poisoned arrows. I fear that the big white wolf might be injured or even dead. Those poisoned arrows are really dangerous. Oh, I so much wish I'm wrong about the fate of the big white wolf. With Ragnar Firehair as our new chieftain, we really need all the protection we can get. And the sight of this friendly blue-eyed creature really was reassuring. Big tough Nords can't take down one drunk dude. I'd ask about Wolfgar the White, but I'm assuming he had white hair and blue eyes. Wolfgar the White was a good chieftain who cared for the Loken villagers. We had his permission to hunt in the forest to make our living, and during bad years he provided us with food. Sigrid, his wife, used to teach the village children how to read and write, and when someone was in labor, she used to be our midwife, but ever since her husband was killed, she hasn't been seen in the village. I suppose she's still in mourning. Okay. Big tough Nords.
On your way.
Alright, I'm gonna head this way, which is eastish. We're going eastish.
Speak up.
I'd rerun my maps, but the advanced map just updated, and these maps were worse. You saw the continent, but everything else had no texture. So it's one or the other. Right now, I'll take the local textures, and there's supposed to be a fix for it, and maybe a reasonable person would have installed it correctly. That reasonable person not being me, but maybe someone else did, and you could go watch them.
You're bested.
I am. And I brandish my... Woo! These guys are big. They're big. I'm dead. Okay, we're gonna come back to Lock-in later. Holy crap. Is that 78? I believe that's 78, folks. That's a bit of a jump, isn't it, from Find My Glove and Pour Disdain upon myself and my cheating wife to 78? Well, we're learning. Okay, so for now, I am hiding quests in this area. Okay. I'm also gonna hide, I'm gonna untrack and hide Lithandonia because I can't do that until I'm much higher. I am going to untrack and hide Alchemist of the Void. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go get a piece of the Master Index. This will take a little while. So I believe I'm supposed to go to the St. Ohm's Temple. That I can do. And we'll come back here when we're like level 80, right? Okay. I've been calling the Palace of Vivek the High Fane. But it's really the Palace of Vivek. It's a very short story. Okay, St. Ohm's Plaza. So I did find out this, the Propylon Index is a plugin, but it's an official plugin. So it's kind of part of the original game, kind of not. I believe it was at... Ooh, I'm level 4. I'm excited. I believe it was added in due to complaints about transportation.
May I help you?
Temple. Cool. Okay. You can actually see it through the floor. See that? That's the Propylon Index. Otherwise, these guys... I mean, these things are so small. I like the throat singers more than nasty Nords. Okay. Where we looking? Kitty's my lookout. I'm rocking the rat soul. Go me. Hey, sweetheart, come on in. Oh, there's more. What was that? A devious, expensive shirt. Ha! 10% resist magicka. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, it is obnoxiously tiny. Hard to even mouse over, much less fun. I am so incredibly grateful for quest markers. Okay. Go back to forms. So essentially, everything Forms gives us is modded one way or the other. The missing Khajiit and the Propylon Index.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
We're making excellent progress. Here's your 500 gold. Now, the Phallusmarian Propylon Index. A pilgrim left it as an offering in Margan, clearly with no idea of the thing's value. If you don't approve of stealing from the shrines, you may be able to barter with one of the priests for it. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go to Margan, because there's just... I mean, there's a mod in here that it has to be experienced. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. So... where is Margan? No, that's Molegmar. Ah! I moved my whole map. I get Molegmar and Margan confused. Have I not been there yet? Margan, I have not been there yet. Let me see if I can take a strider. So there is a story about, I had been speaking earlier about Vivek taunting, I believe it was Molag Bal, to throw a rock at him instead of at the people. So this is a mod that puts in the pilgrimage to Margan so that you taunt a Dremora to attack you. It's a little weird. But I still kept it into my mod list and didn't take it out when I very clearly could have. So after we do the quest, you can judge me for that. Tell me you go to Margan. Yes?
Where would you like to go?
Morgan! Yay! Finally. Strider went somewhere I wanted them to. I'm so excited. Ah! There's a minute in my world. Very long time in their world. Okay. See Gary's hut? Gary's hut. Alright, Gary. Everybody else has exotic names, and then there's Gary. Okay. Temple should be over here. Now, the first several times I did this, I tried to steal it, and died horribly. Or waited until way later in the game to get it, because I assumed you had to steal it. But there's a different solution. Okay, this is just so you can see it's right there. And this is the pilgrimage to Margan. So let's do it. Magic Rock of Margan, which is the name of the mod. Here, Mehrunes Dagon held this rock high above the Dunmer. Vivek taunted Mehrunes Dagon so that Dagon threw the rock at Vivek instead of at the people. So your pilgrimage...
Yes, Outlander.
Come over here. His name is Anhedra. And taunt him.
I am Anhedra. If you are a pilgrim, read the inscription on the stupid rock. Your threats are weak like your flesh, mortal. Continue with your insults, mortal. I long to feast on your marrow. Fine words from one born from the wrong end of a gore. After I kill you, I'll rape your corpse. Don't worry, I'll be gentle.
Okay, so we run over here, and we throw the rock. And I have finished my pilgrimage. You still have to kill the Daedra, though. And nobody's gonna help you. So there you have it. The Pilgrimage of Margan, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So, if you talk to someone...
Is there something I can do for you?
From the House of Trouble. You have completed the pilgrimage to the Shrine of Margan.
Yeah, I sure have.
Margan is a Redoran egg-mining village in the northern Ashlands, north of Aldrun, close to Foyada Banidad, the Ghost Fence, on the plains beneath Red Mountain. Monsters have been breaking through the Ghost Fence here and attacking the villagers. Fortunately, monster fighters have answered the call for volunteers to come help protect Margan. Pilgrims of the Tribunal Temple come to visit the Margan Tower Shrine, where Lord Vivek outwitted the bad Daedra Lord Mehrunes Dagon. I don't know anything about it. Speak with Salen Ravel, the priest. His room is down the hall in the north corner of the shrine.
So I asked about the Propylon Index. Which is something I should have done, you know, a while back.
Savi grant you humility. Welcome. I'm Salen Ravel, and this is Margan. Are you here on pilgrimage? Most visitors here come to see the Holy Temple Shrine. How about you?
You ask about the Propylon Index?
It was a donation from a pilgrim. I'm told it is quite valuable, and we are grateful for the gift.
Though I suppose it wouldn't go amiss to barter for it, as long as you gave appropriate compensation. So, barter, and he will charge 500 for it. Oh, and I get a discount, because I'm a member of the temple. So yay. I'll buy it, and not have to steal it, like I did every other time.
Please join me.
Wonderful work as always. Here's your payment. Next, the Valenvarian Propylon Index. My sources tell me the index is somewhere in the Ursulaku Ashlander tribe. Ask around and maybe someone will recall where or who has it. Okay. It has been a day of silliness and death and sewers. So, we're gonna go read a book. I'm going to try to keep reading books until later because I realize I've forgotten exactly which books I have read because, again, as I said, I've read these books so often in so many games that I forget which ones I'm reading. So I'll try to remember. A less rude song.
A less rude song by Anonymous. They say the Iliac Bay is the place to barrel around without a bit of apparel on, as advertised in that carol song, a tune that's sung as the west wind blows, about its lovely not wearing any clothes, ladies singing high notes, men singing low notes, implying that the most luscious depravity and complete absence of serious gravity can only be found in the waterous cavity of Iliac Bay. If you are the type who is more a sinner than a sinned, you'll find it all in Morrowind. But the truth, my child, is that nothing more wild than an ordinary fashion kind of slightly mad passion can be detected, if at all, in Sentinel and Daggerfall. Whatever your odd needs, feathered, scaled, or finned, you'll find it all in Morrowind. It's an invention of bards that Bretons and Redguards have more than some staid fun and suffer deviant fornication. For the most of madness, not the least, the wise debaucher heads out east. Where your once steely reserve is now merely tinned, you'll find it all in Morrowind. In Morrowind there is sin, but pray do not confuse Dunmer variety with that found in tepid Western society, compared to which it nearly is piety. It isn't terribly ingenious calling it prudery, observing the dark elf aversion to nudity. After all, the preferred sort of ludity in these parts is far more pernicious. From the Ashlanders to the wettest fishes, you'll find pleasure and pain quite delicious in Morrowind. If you find yourself with unkind kinship with your kin, you'll find it all in Morrowind.
So that is a response to a book called A Rude Song, which we'll probably get around to at some point. It's Aedra and Daedra.
The designations of gods, demons, Aedra and Daedra are universally confusing to the layman. They are often used interchangeably due to the arrogance and ignorance of the said user. Aedra and Daedra are not relative terms. They are elvish and exact. Azura is a Daedra both in Skyrim and Morrowind. Aedra is usually translated as ancestor, which is as close as Cyrodiilic can come to this elven concept. Daedra means roughly, not our ancestors. This distinction was crucial to the Dunmer, whose fundamental split in ideology is represented in their mythical genealogy. Aedra are associated with stasis. Daedra represent change. Aedra created the mortal world and are bound to the earth bones. Daedra, who cannot create, have the power to change. As part of the divine contract of creation, the Aedra can be killed. Witness Lorcan and the Moons. The Protean Daedra, for whom the rules do not apply, can only be banished.
So I finished the biography of Baron Saya, biography of the Wolf Queen.
Few historic figures are viewed as unambiguously evil, but Potema, the so-called Wolf Queen of Solitude, surely qualifies for that dishonor. Born to the imperial family in the 67th year of the Third Era, Potema was immediately presented to her grandfather, the Emperor Uriel Septim II, a famously kind-hearted man who viewed the solemn, intense babe and whispered, "She looks like a she-wolf, about ready to pounce." Potema's childhood in the imperial city was certainly difficult from the start. Her father, Prince Pelagius Septim, and her mother Kizara showed little affection for their brood. Her eldest brother Antiochus, 16 at Potema's birth, was already a drunkard and womanizer, infamous in the empire. Her younger brothers Sepphoris and Magnus were born much later, so for years she was the only child in the imperial court. By the age of 14, Potema was a famous beauty with many suitors, but she was married to cement relations with King Mantiarco of the Nordic Kingdom of Solitude. She entered the court, it was said, as a pawn, but she quickly became a queen. The elderly King Mantiarco loved her and allowed her all the power she wished, which was total. When Uriel Septim II died the following year, her father was made emperor, and he faced a greatly depleted treasury thanks to his father's poor management. Pelagius Septim dismissed the elder council, forcing them to buy back their positions. In 3 E97, after many miscarriages, the Queen of Solitude gave birth to a son, who she named Uriel after her grandfather. Mantiarco quickly made Uriel his heir, but the queen had much larger ambitions for her child. 2 years later, Pelagius Septim died, many say poisoned by a vengeful former council member, and his son, Potema's brother Antiochus, took the throne. At age 48, it could be said that Antiochus's wild seeds had yet to be sown, and the history books are nearly pornographic in their depictions of life at the imperial court during the years of his reign. Potema, whose passion was for power, not fornication, was scandalized every time she visited the imperial city. Mantiarco, king of Solitude, died the springtide after Pelagius Septim. Uriel ascended to the throne, ruling jointly with his mother. Doubtless, Uriel had the right and would have preferred to rule alone, but Potema convinced him that his position was only temporary. He would have the empire, not merely the kingdom. In Castle Solitude, she entertained dozens of diplomats from other kingdoms of Skyrim, sowing seeds of discontent. Her guest list over the years expanded to include kings and queens of High Rock and Morrowind as well. For 13 years, Antiochus ruled Tamriel, and proved an able leader despite his moral laxity. Several historians point to proof that Potema cast the spell that ended her brother's life, but evidence one way or another is lost in the sands of time. In any event, both she and her son Uriel were visiting the imperial court in 3 E112 when Antiochus died, and immediately challenged the rule of his daughter and heir, Kintira. Potema's speech to the elder council is perhaps helpful to students of public speaking. She began with flattery and self-abasement. "My most august and wise friends, members of the Elder Council, I am but a provincial queen, and I can only assume to bring to issue what you yourselves must have already pondered." She continued on to praise the late emperor, who was a popular ruler in spite of his flaws. He was a true Septim and a great warrior, destroying, with your counsel, the near-invincible armada of Piandonea. But little time was wasted before she came to her point. "The Empress Magna unfortunately did nothing to temper my brother's lustful spirits. In point of fact, no whore in the slums of the city spread out on more beds than she. Had she attended to her duties in the imperial bedchamber more faithfully, we would have a true heir to the empire, not the half-wit, milksop bastards who call themselves the Emperor's children. The girl called Kintira is popularly believed to be the daughter of Magna and the captain of the guard. It may be that she is the daughter of Magna and the boy who cleans the cistern. We can never know for certain, not as certainly as we can know the lineage of my son, Uriel. the last of the Septim dynasty. Despite Patima's eloquence, the Elder Council allowed Kintira to assume the throne as the Empress Kintira II. Patima and Uriel angrily returned to Skyrim and began assembling the rebellion. Details of the War of the Red Diamond are included in other histories. We need not recount the Empress Kintira II's capture and eventual execution in High Rock in the year 3 E114, nor the ascension of Patima's son, Uriel III, 7 years later. Her surviving brothers, Cephorus and Magnus, fought the emperor and his mother for years, tearing the empire apart in a civil war. When Uriel III fought his uncle Sepphoris in Hammerfell at the Battle of Ichidag in 3 E127, Patima was fighting her other brother, Uriel's uncle Magnus, in Skyrim at the Battle of Falkenstar. She received word of her son's defeat and capture just as she was preparing to mount an attack on Magnus's weakest flank. The 61-year-old Wolf Queen flew into a rage and led the assault herself. It was a success, and Magnus and his army fled. In the midst of the victory celebration, Patima heard the news that her son, the emperor, had been killed by an angry mob before he had even made it for trial in the imperial city. He had been burned to death within his carriage. When Sepphoris was proclaimed emperor, Patima's fury was terrible to behold. She summoned Daedra to fight for her, had her necromancers resurrect her fallen enemies as undead warriors, and mounted attack after attack on the forces of the Emperor Sepphoris I. Her allies began leaving her as her madness grew, and her only companions were the zombies and skeletons she had amassed over the years. The Kingdom of Solitude became a land of death. Stories of the ancient Wolf Queen being waited on by rotting skeletal chambermaids and holding war plans with vampiric generals terrified her subjects. Patima died after a month-long siege on her castle in the year 3 E137 at the age of 90. While she lived, she had been the Wolf Queen of Solitude, daughter of the Emperor Pelagius Septim, wife of King Mantiarco, aunt of the Empress Kintira II, mother of Emperor Uriel III, and sister of the Emperors Antiochus and Cephorus. 3 years after her death, Antiochus died, and his and Patima's brother Magnus took the throne. Her death has hardly diminished her notoriety. Though there is little direct evidence of this, some theologians maintain that her spirit was so strong she became a Daedra after her death, inspiring mortals to mad ambition and treason. It is also said that her madness so infused Castle Solitude that it infected the next king to rule there. Ironically, that was her 18-year-old nephew Pelagius, the son of Magnus. Whatever the truth of the legend, it is undeniable that when Pelagius left Solitude in 3 E145 to assume the title of the Emperor Pelagius Septim III, he quickly became known as Pelagius the Mad. It is even widely rumoured that he murdered his father Magnus. The Wolf Queen must surely have had the last laugh.
I'm gonna contemplate her defeat and hubris yesterday. And be grateful she's home and safe and ready to start again.